glad that I can spend the next 30, 45 minutes, hour if I want to, expounding on their little 2-minute expose about the power of men. If we're willing to do our jobs. If we get up off our knees and quit letting the alphabet mafia bully us into being cowards. Bully us for tapping into our emotions and feminine energy and all that. How about getting up off your ass, going to a school, and just walking the hallways and being responsible to make sure that your kids can get educated while they're in a school and won't be running around fearing that they gotta fight other kids just to survive in school.
If we look at what's been happening, the second wave of feminism came in around 1960. So if you think about it, you know, like my parents, my mom was raised in an era where we just pushed feminism, and you had all types of women, mostly lesbians in my opinion, from Lily Tomlin to Nikki Giovanni, that just didn't really like men. So we've had a couple of generations now that feel like men are not the answer. And so when I talk to men, a lot of them are just afraid to really put their foot down and step up because they know they're going to be criticized. They know that they're going to be chastised. And women such as myself have sat quiet for so long because we know we're going to be ridiculed. A lot of women don't want to be called the pick me, but guess what? It's the pick me's that are getting picked. And it's the ones that are complaining that are sitting at home playing with their cat or their dog.
But y'all sit around and sell out everything you believe in because Obama allegedly looks like you. Because Obama is allegedly down for the cause and down for black folks. Do a damn thing for you. He served his constituency. That's why they put him on the cover of Newsweek magazine and celebrated him as the first gay president, because he served his constituency. I didn't make it up. I didn't put him on the cover with that headline. They did. But you running around sitting around thinking he's the first black president, and you don't have one receipt that justifies that claim. Why are athletes so caught up in groupthink? You would think, and everybody wants to be Muhammad Ali, allegedly, but all the modern day athletes are caught up in doing what everybody else is doing. I say it's an addiction to social media. What do you think is driving all the groupthink?
We go back, like you said, biblical. You got the sheep, you got the herd, you got the goats, then you got the shepherd. If all the herd and all the sheep are going in one direction, the one sheep that doesn't really have all the information is not going to go off on his own. He's going to follow the herd. And that's what's happened. Who's the shepherd of the herd? LeBron James. He ushers in whatever you want the propaganda to be, whatever questions you don't want people to ask. All you got to say is you're either going to be connected to LeBron or you're not.
After the cleanup, this happened of...
Not only should he, first of all, yes, you should escort him out. The guy shouldn't be allowed back in. You made physical contact with an NBA player in a courtside seat. Are you kidding me?
Sitting there listening to a broadcaster. Are you kidding me? He touched an NBA player. Are you kidding me? Makes me go, are you kidding me? Are you so immersed in this elitist athlete bubble? Have you become such, again, just as a journalist, my whole mentality entering the field in 1990 was like, I'm here to represent the fan, not the athlete, not the coaches, not the executives. I'm one of them. TJ, do you think the Chiefs snap out of it this season and rally and make the playoffs?
I do not. I don't. And talent-wise, they're good. Patrick Mahomes is leading the league in interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the league, he's leading the league in interceptions. The defense isn't helping them out. We're talking football now. The defense isn't helping them out at all. They can't stop anyone. They get blown out by the Tennessee Titans, and Derrick Henry didn't really go off. He didn't really go off and dominate how he'd been doing. And so the Chargers have already beaten the Chiefs, and they're pretty good. The Raiders look like they're going to be contending all year. If they don't win that division, they're a wild card team. I don't see it happening unless they turn things around offensively. We know what they can do. They haven't been doing it, but that defense has been bad and bad for years. Offensive line, they bring all these guys in. It's not the strength that they thought it would be. My advice to Andy Reid and that offensive staff is just very simple. Run the ball.
What kind of things are you not supposed to say about the jab? Give me an example.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, you're not allowed to ask questions. Apparently, we have Nicki Minaj, that said she wanted to do her own research, and she got shut down on Twitter. You're not allowed to ask any questions. You're not allowed to say, I don't want to take it, and here's the reason why. You're not allowed to say any of those things, and it's just it's really unfortunate because we live in a country and it's like we're used to that freedom, and now we don't. It's like a communist country. It feels like we're in China right now. So you say that another rapper had said something about the vaccine on the record and got it taken down, not too long ago. So it's always, them monitoring us, basically making sure that we don't talk about that type of stuff.
They can talk all the militant blackness, the blacker the college, the sweeter the knowledge. I'm blackity black, black, black. They can talk all that stuff. I don't believe a word of it, because when it comes down to it, when a white person says, "Well, I may not want to live in that neighborhood," they want to write a 600-word opinion piece about why segregation is still alive and well in 2021 America. So what really is clear is that they're seeking that affirmation. And when they feel they don't get it, they react negatively in the same way a child reacts when mom and dad refuse to say, I love you and you matter to me. So I hope that as a community, we break from that cycle. We begin to understand that we have agency. We can do things for ourselves. And we begin to see, white people, Asians, Hispanics, people of all colors, races, ethnicities, as fellow brothers and sisters in humanity, and stop allowing ourselves to be treated paternalistically by people that we have propped up and made gods and father figures in our own mind.
When I saw the cop that shot and killed Ashli Babbitt on national TV, defending his decision, basically bragging about it, I was like, we've created a mad world. We've legalized a level of depravity and stupidity that's mind-blowing. And so you need to act accordingly. A guy shot a woman who posed no threat to him or anybody, who was climbing through a window, and everybody's running around. Oh, it was a good shoot. It was a good kill. And she deserved it. That's when you're living in an insane world. The woman, I don't want to blame the victim here, but I do think there was a different way to handle it. If there's some deranged nut, just turn your back and walk away. But anyway, your thought.
Well, first of all, excuse me. First of all, let me say that I believe that man is, nuttier than Monica Lewinsky's blue dress. So I do think that he already had issues before even getting on the subway.
Hold for a second. I was not ready. I was not ready for that. Let me compose myself. And so he's nuttier than Monica Lewinsky's blue dress. Now continue.
So I think he had issues, maybe he was having a bad day before he even got on the subway. And for people standing around and not doing anything, I think that's a result of us being desensitized.
When I first saw the story and it had the headline, I said, geez. What did he go with? Nip, chink, gook, slant eye, slope? And then I read the story and I'm like, that's it? That was a bigger letdown than the ending scene of The Sopranos. I literally said to myself, that's it? Now, I want to be very clear about this. I don't know Cal McNair from Cal Worthington. Okay, that's a very Southern California reference. Look it up, folks. I don't know if he's racist or not, but I do know that particular instance is just a throwaway line. Maybe he should have read the room better. Maybe he should have read the culture better.
Steve, now that you've reminded me, I want to take the time to apologize to you for Enter the Dragon. I thought the fight scene between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bruce Lee was very unfair and one-sided. And so I just want to take this opportunity to apologize to you for Enter the Dragon.
Well, I appreciate that. Kareem had skills. His reach and his length gave Bruce a lot of issues, but he took it to the inside.
Stop your bullshit. I know what it's like to be pregnant. I know what it's like to know you're pregnant. I know what it's like to know that there's a chance that you could be pregnant. So this whole thought that we're taking the voices of women or it's oppressive, it's ridiculous. You mean to tell me women don't know how to count their cycles anymore? You mean to tell me women don't know how babies are made? This is foolishness. And so I don't like that the NAACP is even backing this, because if you're supposed to be for the advancement of colored people, then us killing 600, babies a day, 600 black babies a day, it's not helping us and it's not advancing us. We are the minority and we've been this way for a long time. And as we continue to kill black babies, that's where we're going to stay.
These guys are attached to major corporations who don't care about social justice unless it helps them market, sell more shoes.
Absolutely. And look at the Colin Kaepernick thing. He is the perfect example of, I stepped in shit, I don't know how to wipe it off. I'm just gonna walk around with this shit on my heel for the rest of my life. And now, like you can't avoid the fact that you didn't stand in your peace and in your energy of bringing this to light, and now you've disappeared. Now we're stuck with this kneel and social justice and fight for police brutality with the leader that is nowhere to be found. Like, we're setting up our society to be led by leaderless, spineless clout chasers.
Uncle Jimmy, for your update on him, I think he's chosen a Halloween costume. He's going to go as Caitlyn Jenner to a Halloween party. I believe he's hosting at his house. That's what he told me yesterday. If that changes, I'll update you at some point over the weekend over my Twitter feed. But
guess you really think that shit's funny, huh? You really think that shit's funny, huh? Yeah, really, huh? I'm going as Caitlyn Jenner, huh? Yeah. Go ahead on, Mr. Big Ass. Go ahead, keep on cracking your jokes. Go right on ahead. What was you saying? Go ahead. I'm going as Caitlyn Jenner, right? Come on.
I had no idea.
I cried no damn good and well you didn't. I had the little skeleton in the chair. Uncle Jimmy dead. Uncle Jimmy don't want to be on TV. He done lost weight.